So you like him? No. But you want him to text you? Oh, yes, very much. And you don't like him? No. Do you want to see him? I would love to see him. So then why don't you text him? No, I can't make the first move because you don't like him, right? That's right. So you're going to wait for him to text you to see you. Yes, that's correct. Because you want to see him? Yes, because I want to see him.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, what you just saw, and shout out to the chick for making this skit because it's very helpful the way she did it because she really illustrated what goes on inside of the modern woman's head. It's like the wheel's spinning, but the hamster died a week ago. Guys, in this scenario, she's already swapped numbers with a guy, meaning the approach has already been done, the conversation's already happened, the numbers have been exchanged. We all know how telephones work. And either one of them could reach out first, and the outcome would probably be exactly the same. However, because women are physically weaker than us in almost every metric, they're already in their head fighting from a disadvantage. They're fighting an uphill battle. And so in their mind, since they're already disadvantaged physically, they called it sexual dimorphism back in science class. Because she's already in her mind at a deficit, she couldn't possibly take that one extra step and risk rejection. Now, as we all know, women who are in any way attractive, or rather women who are in anywhere near decent shape, stand a very, very low chance of being rejected by a guy unless dude is either celibate, maybe because of religious reasons, maybe he's in a rebuilding phase of his life where he's trying to focus on himself and rebuild, maybe he's in a relationship already, got a wife or girlfriend at the house, something like that, so he's trying to stay faithful. But outside of those very limited circumstances, it's very rare a woman making the first move would not go in her favor. But because they love to they love to be traditional when it suits them, and they love to be super boss babes when it suits them. In this case, homie is probably above her SMV. He's probably above her sexual marketplace value. Dude's probably a Chad, or he's a guy in hot demand. And so she already knows there's a lot of chicks who could take her spot very easily. And for this reason, she's trying to make him invest more. Now listen, this isn't the worst strategy in the world. If homeboy goes for it, if he calls her, she'll answer and they'll go out on a date and probably go home and smash. It's all good. It's going to work out great for him. But my thing to you guys, using this crazy ass kid as an example, is this. Be careful around a woman who has in her mind that her pride is more important than progress. Be very careful around any woman who would cut off her nose just to spite her face. She can call the guy, reach out to him. Hey, stranger, haven't heard from you, and set the ball rolling. Pluck that first domino over to set off the chain reaction. She could do this, and she should do this in this example. But, again, modern women think in modern ways, and they're hardly ever successful. So hopefully, she gets the guy her dreams. She's already got him saved in her phone. Hopefully, she'll swallow her pride, make the move, and then go from there and have a cute story to tell their grandkids one day. As for you guys watching this, listening to this, please make sure that the women you invest in any way, we're talking your meat. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams for that one. Your money, your energy, your attention, and or your time. Please make sure any woman who comes into your life who has access to any or all of those four things is a worthy recipient. We love that. Because it's you putting your time and effort in places and with people who actually matter, with people who are going to give you a positive return on your investment. Because what's the point of having a female in your life who only halfway wants to be there? So, yeah, man, do what you can to navigate this Western dating market for those of you who don't have passports, or for those of you who have some legal issues preventing you from leaving the country. If you're going to date here, guys, please make sure the women that you're going to involve yourself with actually want to be there. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing? Case in point.
If a girl you're speaking to ignores you for days, move on. Listen, she saw your message. She's just not interested enough. Remember, no response is still a response.
No lies detected. See, this is a unique case of a woman giving good dating advice to men, because most of the times you never ask a fish how to catch a fish. You always ask the fisherman. But in this case, I give her credit where it's due. Guys, one thing we have to remind ourselves, and this is why, if you've been here for a while, you already know, I am not a fan of the cold approach. just walking up to a random female trying to make your move, and maybe it goes well, maybe it don't. Me, I'm a big fan of IOI, or indicators of interest. Some will call them choosing signals, but it's always easier to land a plane when you can see the runway. Or to use a different analogy, it's always easier, being the key suffix, to get a chick to go down the path you want to go down if she's already showing you that you're someone that she wants to make time with. If she's rubbing herself, if she's rubbing up on you, she's playing with her hair, she's playing with her earrings, playing with her necklace, she's biting her bottom lip like it's made out of winter fresh gum, and a host of other different things I can't really go into here because YouTube's got rules that I have to follow. But I will say this: if you're the kind of man who can entice these types of actions from a woman, she's letting you know it's comfortable, it's okay to come over here and talk to me. In fact, I prefer if you did type of situation. As mentioned before, guys, women love, especially Western women, love to be traditional when it suits them. And they love to be modern, Super Saiyan boss babes when that suits them. There's no consistency there. Being a man is all about consistency. Being a man is all about regimentation. Being a man is all about structure. And so, men lead, women follow. And for those women who have a problem with that, for women that you meet along the way who would take issue with that, who would buck against that, not someone you want to spend any free time with, my guys. Not anyone you want to spend any of your energy on. Certainly none of your money on. A woman who understands her role, understands she's an advisor along your path to achieving your greatness. Because, as a direct benefit of that, if she's a good woman, helping you get to where you want to be will only benefit her in the long run. So her hitching her wagon to you is going to take her to the place where she wants to go. Symbiosis is what they called it back in science class. So yeah, if you're dealing with the female and you called her, you texted her, and you haven't heard back from her in days, she better be A, in police custody, in which case you probably shouldn't be talking to her no way, because if she's got law enforcement issues, eventually they're probably going to end up being your issues. Or B, if she's hospitalized, she's in a chemically induced coma or something to that effect, and she can't reach out to you because she's quite literally being monitored 24 hours a day. Those two options are the only legitimate options for why you would call a female and not hear back from her for days. Because the only other option is she thinks you are way low on her totem pole of options. There's so many other guys that she'd rather be around, rather be with, rather be inside of her, and rather be talking to than you. That's a hint you must take, fellas. You must be strong enough and have the fortitude to understand that these women are entertaining hella options out here, guys. DMs be slammed. Dating apps. So many matches, she can't filter through them all. Not to mention the guys she sees every day out here in real life. If you haven't heard from this girl in 2, 3, 4 days, we don't send double texts around here, guys. She saw it the first time. We don't send follow-up phone calls, guys. She at least got notification of the voicemail if she didn't listen to it already. Women know what they're doing. There are no accidents. Please understand, guys. Like she said, no decision to reach out is a decision. And if you understand how that works, you understand that your time, your resources, and energy should be spent elsewhere on a woman who actually is excited about being around you. A woman who you can't get rid of. That's how excited she is to be around you. Not someone who gets around back to you when she feels like it. Hell no. That's not what you want. Because a woman who treats you that way will make it a habit of treating you that way. No way, guys. Keep your self-respect and your dignity high and go for the female who's going for you. That said, fellas, that's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.